we go. Okay, so there's not just 2 goats.
Are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's on?
Yeah, I'm really sure it's on. There's not 2 goats. There are 3.
There are 2 goats.
But also one more.
This is a very typical Matt thing. Our zoo is exploding here.
Now we get 5 goats to milk. No.
No, now there's more than 5. There will be more than 5 now.
But see, here's the deal. My honey told me to take care and improve her quality. So, thanks to Marcy and Tom Coletti,
But now there
we got better ones.
Now there are more than 2 more. Now we have 3.
But I love you, honey.
You better hope they're cute.
They are.
Oh my god.
My favorite one's the one back there. The favorite one's right here.
Okay.
I got the one right here.
Let's see what we got here as we're unloading them.
Hey, someone carry this. Hey, I'm holding one.
That's okay. Oh, she's okay.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna unload them. I don't know who's who. Sure do hope Matt knows.
That one there is sangria.
This is my favorite one. Okay, this is my favorite.
That one's sangria.
I'm glad you got sangria.
That one up there is the good goat, and that's another good goat.
So there's Charlotte, Sangria, and Andromeda.
I love you, honey.
So we've went from a farm that doesn't allow any dairy animals in the last, what is this, 2 years? 2 years.
Oh,
To 3 years. To now, we have 3 more dairy goats.
What do you want, lady?
So, we...
And then we're going to go one step up, and we'll go ahead and put the buck in with them.
Oh, so now we're going to have babies.
Yay!
We're gonna have babies. We're gonna have more babies.
Yay!
So years ago, when Matt and I first got married, our one rule, my one rule, was that we could not have any animals that required milking on our farm because I didn't want to milk any goats. I didn't want to milk any cows. So a couple years ago, Matt was loading up some feed in the back of somebody's pickup truck, because if you don't know, Matt sells feed. And I came outside, and there was a goat in the back seat of this truck. In the back seat, mind you. Which is fine. Country people do that sometimes, no judgment. And they unload this goat, and I looked at my kids and I said, well, it's a dairy goat. And that dairy goat is pregnant. So, I wasn't very happy because I didn't know we were getting a dairy goat then. And I turned around and I went back in the house and I refused to talk about it for like a week or so. And then all of a sudden, I went out a few weeks later and we had babies. Twin baby girls. Twin baby girls from our first dairy goats, right? What, espresso and...
No, frappe and latte.
Frappe and latte.
Espresso was the mom of them, and the babies, our names are frappe and latte.
Frappe
I'm
and
just
latte.
about to have to
And
start
then
kidding.
one of them is just about to have babies.
Again, yeah. So we had frappe and latte. Those were our first 2 dairy goat babies. So then while I was out there, I guess that's a little wrong. So I went out a few weeks later, and she had a friend. So then we had 2 dairy goats, and they were both pregnant. And I asked the kids where the second dairy goat came from, and Lydia said, well, Dad thought she was lonely, so he got her a friend. So then we had 2 dairy goats. I was not super happy about this. Matt's thinking about this was said after 15 years of marriage, he didn't think I would divorce him over a dairy goat. He's right. It wouldn't happen. But that's how we got the first dairy goat. So then, a few weeks later, we had the twins, frappe
And
latte. And then a couple weeks later, the other dairy goat had some twins, and unfortunately they didn't make it. But then our dairy goat herd got to 4. And then
Lots of dairy goats.
Lots of dairy goats.
Is this story time?
Yes, it's story time. And then after that, we got Fern.
You got Fern, yeah.
We got Fern after that.
Boom.
So now we've got 5
goats.
dairy goats. And we've got Remington, which is the boy.
He's our buck.
And Matt went to go get some different breeding stock. And he told me we were getting 2 goats. And, which we did. We did get 2. But we got a 3rd one too. So, we've got a few more. And he is right. I wouldn't divorce him over some dairy goats. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't divorce him over dairy goats.
By no means.
But after we got the
Mwah.
dairy goats, and we started, he's so tall. You're so freaking tall. I can't
Right.
get you and me both in it.
Not my
Okay.
problem, you're a midget.
So, I was like, Matt, what are we going to do with all this milk? It was exploding. It was all over the refrigerator. And what did you say? Thanks, my arm's getting tired. What did you say?
I said, I don't know.
Make some goat milk soap.
Oh, yeah. I made that.
Yeah, you said that. So we started making some goat milk soap, and it became a thing, and I became slightly addicted to it. It is a fun, creative way.
And it's so moisturizing. I'll never go back to normal soap.
Thanks, Lydia. So now our dairy goats here are exploding. That's very close to my face. There
But
we
you're
go.
beautiful.
And we have gotten a surprise visit. Our zoo is expanding.
But I love our zoo.
And he also brought home geese this week as well. So, tune in next time to see what new critters come around at our farm, because who knows?
Next, we may have millions of cows.